Welcome back. In this tutorial, you'll learn how to use tracks in GarageBand. First, you're going to learn how to duplicate a track, then how to delete a track, how to rearrange a track, how to rename a track. You may not learn them all in that particular order, but you will learn them. First things first, let's try and duplicate a track. Let's say I want to duplicate my voice track, and that's on the female voice track. I'm going to mute the male narrator. I'm going to mute jingles. And I'm going to first listen to my track.
New Jersey All People Equal is an organization that helps children and adults with special needs.
As you can see, it's pretty echoey. I'm going to have to change that to female narrator, and I'll show you how to do that later. But first things first, we're going to learn how to duplicate that. Let's say if we wanted to duplicate it because we've done a little bit of editing and we fixed it so that it doesn't sound echoey, but we still want a fuller sound. So we'll duplicate that track. Highlight the track. Go up to the top portion of GarageBand where you see File, Edit, Track Control, Share, Window, Help. Click on Track. Near the bottom, you'll see the option of New Track, Delete a Track, Duplicate a Track, or New Basic Track, and Fade Out. You're going to duplicate the track, or you can use the shortcut Command D. Now you've duplicated a track that's similar to the track that's above, female voice, female voice. There's nothing on this track though. What you want to do to copy this track is highlight this track by clicking on it, highlight it, hit the Option key on your keyboard, click the item that you want to duplicate, and then drag it down to the track that you want to duplicate it to. And it'll make a copy. Now you have two of the same track on, two of the same sound elements on two different tracks. And some people do that in order to make their sound fuller. Now in order to delete that track, because I don't want to do that, I'm going to take and highlight the entire track by clicking over in the area called, like female voice, where the name is. And I'm going to take that track, go up to track at the top of the screen, and hit delete track, or you can put Command delete and you can delete the whole track. Now it disappeared. Next, you want to rearrange a track. If you don't like this order and you'd like your voiceover to be up on the top and the sound that you of your interview on the bottom track, as well as the jingles or the music that you're using underneath it, you can move your voice track, which is my track here, female voice, and drag it up. If you want the narrator, the male narrator, which is the sound that the interview that I did, and move it down to the bottom, you can just click on it and drag it down. So everything can be interchangeable, moved around. It just doesn't matter wherever you want to put it. It's really up to you. If you want to rename the track, I don't necessarily want it to be male narrator or female voice. I'm just going to call it Matt Interview. I'm going to click onto the name. I double clicked and I put Matt Interview. I'm going to click off of it. I'm going to change female voice to my voice. And I'm going to click on it, double click, and put Esther VO. Now I'm going to add in a little tip. You heard that the sound was a little echoey, and you may want to change that so that it doesn't sound as echoey. I'm going to take my VO and just add a preset, which is in your underneath the hide or view track information under the eye icon near the bottom of the screen. You can see the loops, all the sound, the jingles, and the sound effects and everything else. That's listed there. But if you go to this little eye icon and you click on that, there are presets that you can add to your sound, which might make your sound much better than what it is, your original recorded sound. My original recorded sound sounds a little echoey inside GarageBand. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mute all the other tracks other than my track, Esther VO. I'm going to listen to it again, and I'll let you see how echoey it is.
New Jersey All People Equal is an organization that helps children and adults with special needs.
I'm going to click on the preset for podcasting. There are various presets here that you can add, which will accentuate or make your sound a little different than what it was originally recorded at. And I'm going to put it on female narrator. And as you can see, it says female narrator. Now, I can change the name to this again to Esther VO, but female narrator will be applied to it. I'm going to put Esther VO again. And I'll allow you to listen to it.
New Jersey All People Equal is an organization that helps children and adults with special needs. One of the many services they offer.
As you can see, it's a little dipping into the red now that I put the preset on. And I'm going to just flip this down a little bit and lower the audio just a little bit so that it's not so over modulated, and see how it sounds again.
New Jersey All People Equal is an organization that helps children and adults with special needs.
That sounds a little bit better, as you can see. So now you've learned how to rename a track, you've learned how to duplicate a track, you've learned how to delete a track, and you've learned how to rearrange a track. So our next tutorial, we're going to learn about doing some editing, and that's in the next tutorial.